Well, this is kind of a special program that we started. We're teaching individuals in wheelchairs how to dance or how to dance with a partner. And it's something that we've wanted to do, and so today's the first day that we've brought several people together in a big group lesson. And it's really heartwarming actually to see all this happen, so it's very cool. There are individuals with various degrees of injuries that they are in wheelchairs for various reasons, and so we're not quite sure what to expect, but it all seems to be working. And we're teaching not only the person in the wheelchair how to dance, but their partner too, because they have to learn how to dance with a partner that's in a wheelchair, and that changes it. But we're hopefully opening up things for them that they wouldn't have been able to experience before, or didn't think they could experience before. Most people, when they come in to learn how to dance, are very nervous. They don't know what to expect. And so it's interesting, a normal scenario is when somebody first starts learning how to dance with a partner, is they're constantly looking down because they're not sure where they're going to go. And so they're very nervous and feeling a little awkward. Our job is to make them feel comfortable and to help build their confidence, and so that they can realize that they can dance and they can learn how to dance and can enjoy the music and participating on a dance floor.
So I'm going to ask you to hold the hands and give a little tension into it. Activate your muscles.
In ballroom dancing, if you're dancing with a partner and you do something called a crossover, where you're taking the partner and you're both opening up together, you're going to extend yourself quite a bit. Both partners extending their front arm. You can't do that with somebody in a wheelchair, because unfortunately they'll just keep going. So as a partner for someone in a wheelchair, you have to learn different things on how to turn someone and how to make them feel comfortable. It's no different, though, of dancing with a partner, both people being able to walk, because you're learning how to work together. And it's the same thing that we're doing now. We're just learning how to work together. One person is walking and one person's in a wheelchair. So you just have to get that teamwork together. So what we teach is social dancing, all types of ballroom dancing. I always explain this, if you watch Dancing with the Stars, that's what we teach, is how to social dance together. Most people come in just to want to become comfortable social dancers. And that's what we do. But we have students that go on and compete, and do national competitions. Just about every month we're going somewhere and having some kind of event. But usually it's just how they become comfortable dancers. So my wife and I opened our Fred Astaire dance studio 10 years ago. This is our 10th anniversary. And we're always trying to use the abilities that we have, our talents of dance, and helping the community at the same time. And that's where this has kind of evolved into. So our description, our job, is to teach people how to dance. It doesn't say you have to teach people that have 2 feet that can dance, that can walk. It says to teach anybody to dance. And if we can teach the joy and the benefits of dancing to somebody in a wheelchair, then everybody can learn how to dance. It doesn't matter what limitations they might have. We can show them that isn't a limitation, and they can enjoy music, and they can enjoy dance, and they can enjoy dancing with somebody else. So.
For the men, the taller the better. So, really high. That's it. That's a great posture.
We had a wheelchair ballroom clinic today, and I'm not a dancer. I'm not a dancer at all, but it was nice to be able to pick up something for like weddings or things of that nature, and be able to do something with my girlfriend that she would enjoy. So we had a good time. I know Cheryl Angelelli, who set it all up, and she invited me, and I ran it by her, and she's very nervous, but she said yes, and we're here, and we did it. Well, I play basketball, so it's a lot of core work, a lot of like arms, but thankfully I use both of those in basketball, so it kind of transitioned. As far as I know, she enjoyed it, and we're going to come back as much as we can.
Baby, my heart could still
I am from Ecuador. I did my thesis project into wheelchair dancing. The project was about how can businesses develop programs into inclusive activities for people in wheelchair. In here, well, it was a weird coincidence. My friend Julia, my professional partner right now, she was coming here to the United States, and I was working in Ecuador. We were dancing, and she mentioned that, so if you are interested, would you like to come? I said, well, might as well. I mean, I was gonna start dancing, and she gave me the opportunity to keep on doing that. So now I'm here. Yeah. My experience with Cheryl was no different than with any other student. She came to the studio. I got introduced to her. I explained her what we're doing here and what I was going to do with her, what we were going to work on, and she agreed. And from then we just kept on working. I mean, she's no different than anybody else. If I could say a difference from her, she pushes her a lot more than anybody else. So yeah. Wheelchair dancing, it's all about how you adapt the original steps, say in a sort of way, how you adapt them, how you are able to interpret them, how you put them to look similar, adjusting to the requirements of the people in wheelchair. Yeah. Well, if we talk about crossover breaks, it's going to be exactly the same movement, exactly the same technique. But for example, if you push a little bit more than you should, the person in wheelchair is going to turn more. So it's going to be off of the figure. So what we need to do is to give a little resistance and not go all the way, because the motion in the wheel keeps progressing. So we need to stop that. They were wonderful. We were talking about what we were going to teach, and we thought like, okay, let's go with the basics. Let's go very nice and easy. Everybody is new at this. Nobody knows anything about it. Let's take it very calm and easy. But everybody was doing so great that at the end I was worried, okay, didn't teach them enough? They could do way more than I was teaching. So it was a good first experience. It keeps you active, keeps you flexible, keeps you moving, but also keeps you fresh into your head, keeps you learning, keeps you active on what you do, keeps you meeting people, keeps you in a friendly environment. You know people from all over the place, and sometimes whether you are not able to communicate clearly, once you start dancing, words are no longer necessary. So you just start feeling and move around with someone and feel a special connection with them.
Oh, it was a great fun. A whole lot of challenge too, which was kind of the reason why I wanted to do this and help out. So yeah, it was a wonderful time. I tend to do a lot of competitions. So this is the first time I got a chance to do something like this, and it was really worth it. I enjoyed it. The biggest challenge was, as a leader, to try and make sure that we always had a certain connection. And obviously that's going to be a little difficult, particularly if the person you're dancing with doesn't have as much strength or what you're used to. And so that was the big thing, trying to establish that kind of connection. Because it was real different from when I'm dancing with my partner. Well, physically, I mean, it will help with their core strength, which is very important, particularly when they're moving around in their wheelchair. Mentally, because it's such a challenge, it challenges your brain, it challenges your body. So it really gets your endorphins going, so it makes you feel good. It's a wonderful thing. Health benefit-wise, it's actually good for everybody, not just people in wheelchairs or people going through rehab. I think everybody should do it.
Oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. The ballroom event that we had for those people in wheelchair, it was just amazing to see that anybody can ballroom dance. It was a lot of fun today. Absolutely. I think the biggest surprise was how confident and how much fun everybody was having. Some people come into the studio and are very nervous the first time, but I think everybody came in, it was a lot of great energy in there, and everybody was so excited to dance. That was a lot of fun. I don't know that there was one. I mean, I think it was just, there was no challenges at all. It was just, everybody had such a great time. There was great energy. Everybody wanted to learn, and I think we all had a great time. I think knowing that she could dance. I mean, she came in and she said that she had done a little bit of dance, before, but she didn't know what to expect coming in today, and she was very excited that we got to do the as many styles as we danced today.
It was just incredible because you could just see, and I felt it, and I could tell, my partner felt it, just the joy of dancing and moving and feeling the music was just, it was absolutely incredible. It really was. Yeah, I think initially I was a little bit scared. I thought I was afraid of maybe, hurting my partner or, doing something wrong. But it really was something that, we made a connection together, and there was a connection we made, and it worked really well. It worked nice. Well, I could see at first she was a little bit hesitant, maybe a little bit apprehensive, but her confidence just grew, and by the end she was like, bring on the music, we're ready to dance. She was really, very confident by the end. And she was doing very, very well. She's very strong, had good coordination, had a good sense of music. She did really good.